Oh jeez, this fireweed is so tall. See, I'm like 5'10" on a good day. Alright guys, heading to do a quick little job that my brother and I haven't quite finished up yet. It's for some friends of ours, just helping them out. They're out of town right now, that's why they're not able to do it themselves, but the electric company is trying to come and put power to their new build, and they need a meter post set. And so I'm gonna go dig a post hole real quick, set a post, get them a little electrical meter set. So yeah, come along for the ride and see how it's done. Hopefully you guys can learn something. First gotta go pick up my brother's truck that has all the materials in it. It's got a bunch of conduit, a bunch of wire, a meter post, and everything like that. Transformer we're pulling power from, and we've got to go a certain distance from the transformer. How far away were they calling for the meter to be from the transformer? Maybe it was in that same PDF. To the road, parallel to the road, going towards the house. And I think that'll be good.
Yeah.
How far away from the transformer does the meter need to go?
Like around 20 feet from the lot line. It can be in 20 feet from the lot line. So I'd do it like 15 from the lot line, just so we're not even close, and just as direct a shot as you can get.
You said property line, not transformer.
Right. She said they'll bring it 20 feet into the property.
Got it. Okay, that's actually a lot further away than I thought. Just found the property corner. Okay, so we're actually a lot further back in here than I thought.
Right.
And there will be some bushes that need to be cleared. All right, finally, after figuring out where this meter post is supposed to go, I am grabbing all my tools and starting to clear out the area. Some of the alders were in my way, so I just had to push and pull them back. And then once again, using a shovel and clearing the area so that I don't get any of the poisonous pushki juice on my skin. Now I am digging down to what the engineering specs call out for the post. It's called out to be 4 feet deep, and that means we'll be below the frost line and avoid any potential frost heaving. Normally the soil in Alaska is really clear and doesn't really have lots of rocks, but towards the end of the dig I was hitting a few. It took me a while, but I eventually got her done. Here I'm unboxing the actual meter base itself. Unfortunately my camera died right as I was installing the backer board and the meter post. So here's the meter so far. This is where the meter coil goes, and that tells the electric company how much electricity you used. This is the main breaker shutoff. The conduit that I just grabbed is going to go right in one of these holes. We'll punch it out. It's going to come down, and we attach it to that post. Those are the grounding rods. They need to be spaced 72 inches, so I'm going to put one there, and that one needs to go further back. Ooh, right there. Further back over there, and they all need to be connected to a ground wire that comes up and through. Bam, right there. I think right there. I'm gonna double check. Okay. Take this panel off. That's where the grounding wires go. I need to ground to there. That's what it is. I need to punch out here. Pro tip, whenever you are knocking out a like multi-sized hole in one of these, you know, panel boxes, take them out one ring at a time. If you try to do all of them, it's just gonna screw everything up. So you just take the center one out, then the next layer, and then the next layer. And this third layer is the one that, the right size that I need to get to. So I'm gonna keep at it. I can't really do this with one hand and film, so I'll jump to it once I'm finished. All right, we got the hole knocked out. So now we get this in. That nut should be coming here soon. I just need to hire somebody. In a dream world, maybe. All right, get that knee up there. All right, gonna tighten that down. This conduit. Just like that. And then we gotta snake this in here up nice and tight, and then we screw this sleeve onto there. All right, got that nice and in. Now 30 inches down. We're gonna secure this puppy. So the engineered specs called for the strap to be 30 inches down from the bottom of the meter base, but I ended up adding 2 as the conduit was a little stiff and hard to bend, and I didn't really want a lot of pressure on that joint up there at the box, so I ended up adding a second one. There's really nothing wrong with that. It's going above and beyond what the engineering called out for, and so whenever you're doing something, if you go above and beyond and add extra strapping or extra fasteners, really can't go wrong with that. Here I am starting to pound in these ground rods. 2020 hindsight, I should have brought a sledgehammer because this framing hammer just did not have enough oomph to really get those rods in the ground, but I eventually got them. Biggest issue was when you would hit it, that whole rod would like wobble, and so you'd have to wait for it to either stop wobbling so you could hit it again and actually aim, or you had to grab it, and it just, there was no good flow, no good way to do it. So I eventually taped a shovel to the rod as I was hammering it in the ground, as you can see there. Oh, that's a much better shot. And as I pounded it in, it would apply pressure to the rod and keep it a little bit more stable, and then I was able to hit it repeatedly and actually aim, and it wasn't wobbling around. So it actually worked pretty well. It's kind of unconventional, but that's what I had, and that's what I was able to do to get her done. So, you know, it ain't stupid if it works. So, all right, well, that sucked. A stupid little rod was 8 feet long. Had to pound her all in. Jeez, I had to do 2 of them. So now we gotta add a clamp right there, and then the ground wire will connect from that one over to that one. And then up from that one, every 6 inches stapled up into that hole. I need to go buy a little grommet, little connector for in that hole for the ground wire, but I'll do that the day of inspection when I come out here. So yeah, that took those stupid rods. They were a beast. This is the clamp that we're using to put the 6-gauge copper wire attached to the grounding rod. Run this wire out. Am I? Interesting. For the engineering specs, this ground wire needs to be stapled every 6 inches. So that's what I'm doing here. I don't know if you can see my marks that I made. We're just gonna zip that up. Alrighty, I think this is it. All buttoned up. We got our ground wire here. Still need to add the little grommet, but it'll come back once inspection is. But there's a ground wire. Breaker's already installed. Electric company's gonna install the meter conduit so they can run the line. I looped it back up with a clamp just so that it's, you know, out of the way. And then the ground wire is stapled every 6 inches plus some. I left this little trench kind of uncovered just so that they could see that we've got the wire running, and we can finish tapping those in and burying it once we get it inspected. Oh, don't want to forget that. So we're gonna do a quick little cleanup and then get out of here. All right, so we are wrapping up this job. I'm just making sure all these panels are securely fastened. But if you guys like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you learned something new or have a comment to say, scroll on down, leave a comment. I'm happy to respond if you had any questions or something. Or if you're a contractor builder yourself, comment how you guys do it in your neck of the woods. I love hearing what everybody does. So we'll see you on the next one.